The most frustrating thing about using computers and software is the fact that every time you start your software up these days, all of a sudden, okay, let me just click that. Yeah, so anyway, as I was saying, just when you start your software up, all of a sudden it, okay, I don't care, that's fine. Yep, I'm not gonna read that. What's that? Oh, I don't care, just go away. You get the idea. Every time you start your software up, there's a new issue, there's something else it needs to update, there's something it needs to do. It happens with just about every piece of software, and you just want to get in there and do your work. So you agree and you accept and you do all those things just to make that dialog box go away. So you don't always read it. And in this case, maybe you should have done. So before we get into this video, I just want to remind you to subscribe to the channel if you're liking the videos, and also hit that notification icon, the little bell icon, and then you'll get notified whenever I upload a new video. So in this video, I want to talk about Rekordbox, and in particular, an update that went out in February that I completely missed. So I upgraded, as we always do, just click on it, just accept whatever you need to accept to get into that program, and I just ignored all the updates. And there was a key piece of information in there, and I'm using that word key very, very smartly. They've changed the way they do the keys within Rekordbox. So I have always gone on about harmonic mixing. It took me a while to get into harmonic mixing, and if you don't know about harmonic mixing, get researching on it because it is a really great way to DJ with. Now, I've used mixed in key for such a long while, and it is a fantastic bit of software. And the main thing about mixed in key is that it takes keys of tracks and transforms them into this new kind of number letter format, which makes it really easy to mix between keys and add progressions in there and tracks that match well with each other. Just simplifies it basically. The system is called the Camelot wheel, and it's very simple to move between keys in that way. Now, for such a long time, Rekordbox has used the traditional notation format of keys, and whenever you analyze a track with Rekordbox, it will analyze it for key, which is fantastic, and you will then know the key. But if you're not musically trained, then that might not mean much to you. Now, you can use the CDJs to suggest tracks that will go with each other. It is a fantastic feature of Pioneers. But however, if you're just looking at tracks on their own, then you might not get what that key is and what will go with that key. So the Camelot system made that really, really simple to do. And in the latest update of Rekordbox, they have now added the option for that. They've called it the Alphanumeric key system. Basically, we're still talking about the same Camelot system. So you can switch from the traditional notation, so C minor, D sharp, you can switch that to be the new Camelot system or the alphanumeric system. So 1A, 2A, 3B, 3A. It makes mixing so much easier. It's one of those systems that I went to a while ago, and it's been one of the best ways I've learned to mix my track. So when you're kind of sampling one track from another, and you're introducing different bits and you're laying them over the top of each other, you want to know that they work, and using this kind of mixed in key Camelot system has always worked for me. So yeah, Rekordbox has updated to this system, and you can go into the preferences and change over right away now. How does it compare to mixed in key and how that system works? Well, I think we've still got the same issue as we had when mixed in key first came about and Rekordbox first started analysing keys. They do analyse it in different ways, and you can get very mixed results. So I'm not quite sure whether tracks analysed with mixed in key and using their Camelot system will then match with Rekordbox and the alphanumeric system. Now, in theory, they should marry up. They should be about the same thing, because as far as I know and as far as I can see, it is all pretty much the same system. However, the results have been different. I've given it a few tests, and quite occasionally the keys are different in mixed in key and Rekordbox. Each bit of software is going to do it in a slightly different bit of way. They've got different software behind the scenes that's doing all that for them, so they're not using the same engines, the same algorithms to work out those keys. So you are going to get differences. However, it does seem to work when you're mixing. So if you're using Rekordbox with a new alphanumeric system, you can do the same kind of mixing as you would with mixed in key. And that's why I'm kind of bringing up with this kind of provoking title, can we ditch mixed in key now? And It's totally up to you. I'm going to leave that one completely in your ball court. For me, I think I'm going to stick with mixed in key. It's just how I've always done it, and I love the software. I think it works really well. My process for getting tracks into Rekordbox are first to go through Platinum Notes, which if you haven't tried it out is a really great bit of software. So into Platinum Notes, then to mixed in key, and then into Rekordbox. That's just been my workflow, and that's probably what I'm going to keep up with. But if you're just starting now, or if you're reorganizing your whole collection and you're just going with Rekordbox, then that is a great solution. I would switch over to the alphanumeric system, so you've got a really quick way of being able to see tracks and what they go with. Honestly, once you see the Camelot wheel, you'll totally get the 1A, 2A, 3A kind of system, and it will make so much sense to you and make things a whole lot easier. So if you're starting and you're reorganizing your collection and whatever, then just stick with Rekordbox and switch to that alphanumeric system. And next time you go to update your software and it pops up with a box, make sure you read it, because there might be something in there. There might be a great feature that comes along like this, really quiet, doesn't really get announced, and it can really help and improve your workflow and your DJing. So definitely check those release notes. So if you like this video, remember to give it a like on YouTube, and if you want to see more stuff, subscribe to my channel on there. You'll see a whole load of other videos like this, giving you tips, tricks, production, DJing, all different kind of stuff. So get along to my channel and check them all out there.